Alrighty, good evening, everybody. We're starting early, so we're gonna jump ahead of the countdown too. Why not? Welcome on in. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great day. Is bad. Well, then I have a lot of annoying questions I want to ask. You know what they'd be about? Feel free to ask questions. But yeah, I am afraid of the Minecraft movie, but. Welcome on in. Thanks for being here early, everybody. I really appreciate it. Apparently starting 10 minutes early was just the thing to do tonight. So, welcome on in. If you're here early or you're watching on a VOD, I appreciate you being here. I'm Dan. Welcome to the channel. Here we play games, usually like Filthy Casuals. We have a... like Filthy Casuals. We talk about life, we support each other, and we have a good dang time. If you're new here, we play a lot of Star Citizen, but we also switch it up with other games. Tonight we are trying to play Star Citizen, and we are just gonna believe, and everything's gonna go great. There's no need to be concerned. Yeah, so that is what's going on, and we are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Trucking is More Fun. Well, you know, more people watch Star Citizen, so there's reasons for the things we do with CenterF, but I'm glad that you enjoy the trucking streams, and we're going to do a little raffle for everybody who's here so early. I appreciate it. You can do !join. Yeah, I love the trucking is awesome. I don't think Dan understands Midwestern stuff anyway because he thinks I have a twang. Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, that when you become agitated, you possess a regional accent. I didn't say, and you possess a regional accent, and it's a bad thing. Gotta get them hooked on the space trucking so they stick around for the road trucking. That's what I'd like. I like to be able to switch around a little bit. But it's just so, like... American Truck Simulator is a smaller category, and especially when I look at, like, making YouTube content... There's such an endless amount that I can do for Star Citizen and some other stuff, and American Truck Simulator. Like, I'm sure there's somebody out there making YouTube content for American Truck Simulator, but that's just not gonna be me. Lee, I possess a regional accent. I think you might. I'd have to pay attention. It's not strong. But yeah, tonight we're going to do some mining. Tonight is also one of the first nights where tickets are now available to buy for the upcoming September giveaway. And we are going to give away a Cutlass Black starter package, or a... also, my stream title just got changed by somebody. None of you. But... Hold on. You know what? We'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Would you believe I don't sound American? Everyone does. What's the thing that... A roof. Do you want me to say roof? Have I seen Space Trucker? Hey, congratulations, Victor, on the 120 Dan Arrow. Please no. Oh. Yeah, I have seen the game Space Trucker. I think I tried the demo. I think what Holiday is saying is that in my area, people pronounce roof as roof. And I think I do too. I think I just caught what he was doing there. I think if he snuck it up on me, I would probably say roof. I know we pronounce a whole lot of city names hilariously incorrectly. Wash as warsh? Like if you're gonna wash your car? Warsh? Warsh. I have an aunt that very strongly says warsh. Give me some water. Water the lawn. Well, see, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it's hard. Alright, let me switch... Oh, wait, I already did switch the view. You guys are in this loading screen with me. Congratulations. Welcome to Star Citizen. We have loading screens, we have kiosks, we have freight elevators that, I do say fur. I like to think... Dan definitely says a washing rag. I just feel so attacked right now. Well, I do say fur, but usually as part of an expression. Oh, like button. Button. Because I do say... oh, thank you, Super. I usually like to say good enough for who it's fur. Things do need done, yeah. I will... I mean, I don't have, like, a strong accent. I don't have a rural, like, southern accent. It's just... I think there's just some Midwestern... like saying ope. So, Victor, do you... like, have you heard, like, as an exclamation, ope? Like, O-P-E? Is that familiar to you at all? So that's used as like, "Ope, let me sneak by ya," or if something... when would you use it? Like a mistake, like a little mistake. Like, "Ope, didn't mean to do that." And that's just... it's like a Midwestern, and especially once you get... yeah, "Ope, let me scooch by ya and grab the ranch." Yeah, so that's a Midwestern U.S. thing. It's much more prevalent if you go north. Oh, sorry, I bumped you. Yep. I think somebody might have said that to me in the... nope, it's not oop, it's ope. It is ope. I don't know. I'm sure there's some etymology there that would be interesting. I think I might have actually... I think someone might have said ope to me today. I was in the gym, and I was in my corporate gym, like work gym, because my lifting buddy, who is sometimes a viewer, sometimes here in chat, usually not until later at night, but he is going in to have some work done. He is having some serious surgery. And we won't be able to lift together for, reach for the same... no, I was trying to walk in front of a lady at work, and... like, she was in front of the dumbbell racks doing something, and I needed dumbbells that she was kind of close to. Yeah, the Midwest Goodbye is an hour long. The Midwest Goodbye can be as long as the visit itself. It's like a strange ritual where you stand up and slowly proceed to the door for 5 to 45 minutes. But it's good, it's good. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to be either lifting by myself at my buddy's house, or I'm going to be lifting at the work gym. I was going to say the New Zealand equivalent, but I blanked on words. That's fair. Yeah, I'm going to be stuck either lifting by myself or lifting at the work gym for at least a month, possibly more. I'm going to be stuck squatting by myself for longer. But hopefully he can rehab fast enough that we can do upper body stuff together. Which is probably okay. I need to focus on doing some cardio and losing some weight and doing other stuff that isn't only heavy squats. The problem is I'm kind of biased because I enjoy the heavy squats. Like, that's what I like doing, and so I'm a little biased. You convinced me I'll come up so we can lift. I wish. I mean, I'll be fine lifting by myself. Honestly, I do like that we have the Fitness Daily channel in the Discord, because I can post in there and I feel like I'm being accountable somewhat. Even though I did not post my lower day this week. I did a lower day, and I completely forgot to post about it. It wasn't that exciting. I didn't work up... no, I did work up kind of heavy. I worked up to 315 by triples, which wasn't bad. I'm trying to get back up to my weights that I was using when I was did a powerlifting competition. I want to get my 1 rep max squat back up around 400, and I'd be pretty happy. If I could get it back up to 400 while I'm cutting some weight, that would be optimal. But like a solid 405, I think is nothing crazy. And you know, good to shoot for. Alright, come on, Prospector. You are a very tiny ship, and you are... yeah, you have to come a long way. Also, apparently I'm just walking around with this energy drink. Put your helmet on, you dork. Okay. We did have some cool Star Citizen news today. Maybe cool, maybe not. I don't know. I'm happy about it. It's not necessarily the news that I want, or that I was most excited about. The Zeus CL and the Zeus ES, two variants of a similar ship chassis, are both going to be released with in a 3.24.x patch, so like a minor patch or a sub patch. I mean, I think technically 3.23, I know. 3.23 to 3.24 is a minor patch. And then, turns out OPE is a Maori word, so it brings up the website for the New Zealand Defence Force. Interesting. That's funny. It means very different things in the language of Midwestern. Alright, wow, we blanked out there for a second, and my brain was like, how do we turn ship on? We have never had joysticks before. These are entirely new. They aren't entirely new, but sometimes we struggle. Okay, let's see if this keybind is working. Doesn't appear to be. But the keyboard works. I do need to fix that. It's kind of annoying. Alright. This is very chill music. I picked a stay away from that. Not sure what I'm staying away from, but I will. But anyway, yeah, those two new ships are both being released with a sub patch, and it's fine. I'd rather see news about some bigger gameplay features. Not necessarily pyro, but like meshing and anything that kind of moves us in that direction are bigger deals to me. Or like player housing. There was a hint there was a monthly update that was published today that kind of touched on player housing. Or not player housing. Player housing is like separate in the cities, but base building outside of cities where you can like claim land and build stuff. It seems like they're at least starting some kind of work on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, we are out of atmosphere. We really don't need to go anywhere and pick anything up. We are just going to... Alright, apparently spin in circles. Get it together. Okay. We're going to head to Sal 2. Why? Because that is my favorite mining outpost. I don't know why, I just kind of picked it one day. And if we have to go somewhere arbitrary to start looking for rocks, that's where we're gonna go. Excuse me. But yeah, how was everybody's Wednesday? Anybody do anything exciting? I know Caffeine said he was doing some mowing, which is not exciting, but it is cool. What was my day like? I had an aggressively mediocre lunch. I work right next to a very mediocre restaurant, and I know it's not good. Like, it's never bad, like, hair in my food or spoiled food or anything like that. It's just aggressively okay. Kept a pretty chill, long walk with the dogs. Scrounge. Ooh, good stir fry. Sounds good. But I went there just because, like, part of why I like it is their service is slow. And they have a relatively cheap lunch special. So I went there and I read, I'm actually rereading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Because when I initially read the series, I read it pretty quickly. And I've recommended it to a friend, and now he's reading it. So now I'm trying to catch back up. And not really catch back up, just kind of refresh myself on what the heck happened. Because when I powered through it initially, you know, when you oh, have I listened? I have not listened to the audiobook. Maybe I should. Maybe that should be my next listen to while doing cardio option. I don't listen to a lot of audiobooks these days. And a lot of the Kindle books I read, I pay for a subscription called Kindle Unlimited. And it's a pretty good deal. Basically a lot of, I don't want to say lesser authors, but not the Stephen Kings of the world, truly the best author. Okay, I should check it out. But a lot of books that are, especially like indie or, you know, self-published books are on Kindle Unlimited. So I pay for this subscription, and I literally get to check out audiobook for what? Missed it? Dungeon Crawler Carl. Dungeon Crawler Carl, in general, is absolutely great, and you should read it, Caffeine. Alright, what is this? Obsidian deposit? Corundrum, I do believe we can pull up, let me pull up my cheat sheet here. Listening to, oh yeah, on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, they do have a lot of comics. Been listening to the Stormlight Archive in preparation. Is that Brandon Sanderson? I've read his Mistborn series, and the second one. You're the one who told me about the Bobaverse. Okay. Maybe you did, and, Rev did too. But it's great. Alright, what are we looking for? We're looking for Bexelite, Gold, and Terranite. This is none of those things. So we are going to carry on our merry way. Boy, I wish... I've checked it out briefly, not convinced about Dungeon Crawler Carl. All that we have lost, looking for... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Sanderson. Get convinced about Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's very good. You would enjoy it. You would like it. Thank you for the Lurkly. I appreciate it. Like, it is a... What do they call it? Lit RPG or whatnot. But it's not... Like, it's actually very good. Oh, wow. This is a pathetic amount of Bexelite. But it is Bexelite, so... Maybe. Maybe we take it just to say that we did. Oh, wait. Why don't we have charge levels? I swear to Crom, if mining is broken... Alright, let's switch out of mining mode. Let's shoot the rock with our guns. I don't know why, sometimes I feel like that helps. I don't think it actually does, I think it just makes me feel better. Alright, please tell me the capabilities of this rock. It's a good name, if nothing else. Exactly. This is... okay. So we can't break this rock. We can't see... We don't have the little meter in our HUD that tells us how close the rock is to breaking. So, we we will continue our search. For unacceptable rock. Alright, we got something over here. Maybe we'll actually find a deposit with nothing else. Or with something else, with like more than one rock. So that we have choices. But the choices won't really matter. These don't look like good rocks. These aren't good rocks. These are itty-bitty rocks. These are rocks for mining with the with the ground vehicle. Which I haven't confirmed is broken in this patch. But I don't think I need to. It's been broken so many patches. And with cargo loading and unloading being weird, all rocks are good rocks? Nope. Not that rock. That rock is not what we're looking for today. I'm pretty sure that you can't sell those rocks right now, because I have some left over from last patch that are in my inventory. I tried to sell them, and the game said no. So if it wouldn't let me sell the ones I already have, I'm very skeptical about acquiring new ones. There we go. Wow, that's a long way away. A gentleman's 9 kilometers. Boop, boop, boop. It is definitely more fun flying with the sticks, though. Like, even though I'm still actually bad at PvP, that really wasn't the point. It's just neat. Alright, let's switch into SCM mode. And then let's switch to mining mode. And let's see if these deposits will tell me how much is in them. Or, well, the problem wasn't... There we go. Is that they wouldn't have the feedback that tells you how well you're lasering it. Alright, Bexelite, Gold, and Terranite is what we're looking for. So that's garbage rock. What is this? Challenging. Ooh, 17 SCU, 40% of it is Bexelite. That's a good potential rock. It says it's challenging. That can be unreliable. Barrel, not A tier. More barrel. It might just be this guy in front of us. But we'll scan them all down just to say we did. Okay, that one's Bexelite too, and it's about the same size as the one right in front of us. So that one's maybe good. This one... Ooh, that one's Terranite. Terranite's good. But the percentage is lower. That's like 28%, and the two in front of me are, I think, close to 40. Yep, and that one's garbage. Okay. So we'll start on this guy. Lucky rock number 1. And it is going to try to be spicy. But as long as the little charge indicator or the charge level starts moving up at all in the beginning, then we know we can get it up into the green zone generally. It just needs a little bit of time. And if anything, that makes the rock easier, even though it's annoying to have to wait for it. It makes it easier because that means it will be kind of sticky when we get to the green zone. we're not going to have problems with it just blowing right through. But we can get a little closer. That'll increase the relative power on our mining laser. There we go. Come on. Almost there. Just needs to get into the green. And then we'll let it go up about a third. Yep. It started going up pretty quick. Yep. Now we just throttle it back. Kind of jump around as needed. Trying to stay in the bottom half of the green area because with desync being what it is, it'll sneak up on us. My phone does the same. That's fair. Alright. Now we take a look. How do we switch between fracture mode? Ah, I think it's this. There we go. Extraction mode. Alright, that's mostly Bexelite. And we want anything that has a decent percentage of Bexelite. Also, this break was really good. Or at least the rocks didn't fly a long way. It was almost a little too good, because they are all stacked right on top of each other in kind of an annoying fashion. Except this one that is strangely jiggling away. It's just trying to leave. Okay. Then we got 4 more pieces down here. 30% Bexelite, we'll take it. Really, any money is good money right now, because if you were here for Monday's stream, that's 100% tungsten. We don't want that. So we'll slide over this way. We'll see what this piece is, and there's one piece behind these two. Alright, 60% Bexelite. That is good. If you were here for Monday's stream, we spent all of our money in one place, just like your mom always told you not to. Invested all of our money in diamond trading. And then the game glitched out and effectively ate all of our diamonds. Although the diamonds are unsellable, but we still have them. So I think that once they unfork the selling component, we will be able to go back and get our 300,000 credits back. The problem is that that does nothing for us right now. And our current son of a biscuit, the charge levels are not loading again. Okay, let's look at another rock. Please, show me charge levels. What if I switch in and out of mining mode? No? Well, this rock might just turn into not an option. Maybe I need to leave it on it for a moment. Shouldn't take that long, and we already scanned it, so it should be decently speedy. Nope, it's not going to talk to us. Okay. Heck that rock. Where was the other good rock? Was this it? Terranite is one of our good ores. Yes, it is. And this one says that it's easy. But also, we shoot it for good luck. And now will it talk to us? What if we start shooting it with the laser? No, we still have no indicator. And I don't want to blow myself up. Okay. Do the other rocks have indicators? Yeah, this one does. Oh, and this one has Bexelite. Okay. Was that the one we were just looking at? Did that indicator or the charge level zones just appear? I don't know what the technical term is. Sig probably doesn't even know. No, I'm sure they do. Alright. So this one says it's challenging also. So we'll just crank it up to 100%. and be patient with it. Now, if we weren't broke and we had the parts, we could do some stuff to make our mining laser a little more powerful. I haven't done that yet. So we are just running an entirely stock loadout. Nothing special. But I think that's okay, especially since Wednesdays, you know, we do kind of shoot for Wednesday to be like hump day, noob day, try out different careers in Star Citizen, you know, showcase different parts of the game. Like, this is, if you just bought a Prospector or rented one in-game, this is what it would look like. You know, we don't have anything customized. It is not fancy. This is what you would have access to, kind of as, you know, if Prospector mining was your starting point to a mining career. You could argue that rock or hand mining is a good starting point, but rock mining, we've tested it on stream a few times with the little ground vehicle that has its own laser that comes out and shoots rocks. It's been unreliable lately. So really, Prospector mining for these bigger rocks. Yeah, rock mining is rough. Rock mining is often just broken right now. Hey, JDO29, thank you very much for following. How's it going? Welcome on in. Alright, more Bexelite. Do you prefer Jade or JDO? Or the whole thing? Also, do you play Star Citizen? And if so, do you do a lot of mining? Or is that something you've tried before? Alright. I agree that all rocks... Isn't it weird? I do live somewhere that has, like, no rocks. And I grew up in a lot of places in the American Southwest where there were rocks everywhere. And I remember coming to the Midwest as a wee lad, a young Dan, and being puzzled as to why there weren't rocks here. Okay, we don't have much cargo space left. If we can find pretty much anything that will let us break, we'll probably take it. You know what? Well, what's this one? Barrel, tungsten, whatever. This one is slightly higher percentage barrel. I'm not going to go to the trouble of finding a whole new cluster of rocks when we are at 26 out of 32 SCU. Oh, but this one doesn't have charge levels displayed. Oh, darn you. What about you? Okay. Live in hills that are literally 200 feet of dirt. Yeah, the only rock you can find is a strange calcium formation. Weird calcium formation, you said. Alright. We'll go find another deposit. Maybe this one. Maybe if we approach it more slowly, it will load in properly. I mean, that might be what the problem was. I know a while back for salvaging, when you were trying to salvage out in the belts, and I think it might still be somewhat of an issue, but if you approached the salvage panels, the panels that you could salvage too quickly, they would not load properly. This is the weirdest thing. Like, absolutely just odd. Okay, we are going too slowly. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. Alright, we got something 5 kilometers, 4 kilometers dead ahead of us. Let's slow down, Speed Racer. There it is. And let's take a look. It does look like a big rock, which is what we want. It also looks like maybe it's too big. Just visually looking at it, it seems like a big boy. And it's 100% Bexelite. The game says it's impossible. I think it is, based on the mass. We're gonna try. We'll poke it with a laser and see if the charge level moves at all. Also, I have a slight drift on my left-hand joystick. We are just drifting to the right sometimes when we're stopped. I don't notice it generally when I'm flying because I'm moving. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But when I am mining, because you kind of hover when you're mining, I notice it then. Lots of quartz here. Yeah, quartz are cool. Not where I am. Okay. We're back in nav mode. We are literally just trying to fill the last 6 SCU of our ore bags. Now, someday, soon, TM, we will have detachable ore bags. I'm super excited about that. What sticks do you have? I have 2 VKB Gladiators. So I used to run brain fart. I used to have 1 VKB Gladiator on the left, and then I just went with a mouse on the right. And I recently, as of about a month ago, switched to 2 of them. So I am still very much in the learning process. I am using the Buzz Killer bindings. If you've seen those, it's a set of bindings somebody else put together. Because they are pretty dang good, and it makes it so a lot of the work is done for me. And I did calibrate them when I added the second one to the set. I think I just need to either recalibrate it or adjust the dead zone ever so slightly. Because it's such a slight drift that I'm reasonably confident, I wouldn't have to add much to the dead zone. And I'm generally not trying to maneuver, that slightly. Like, even if I'm being very precise, I'm going to move faster than it drifts. So, alright, let's see if we can find a rock. The combination of a rock that will talk to me and one that has at least a slightly valuable, doesn't have to be extremely valuable, slightly valuable mineral on it. Also, JDO, we've got a giveaway going on. You are accumulating points right now just by being here, and you got a big chunk of them by following. Thank you for doing that. And you can buy tickets with !Ticket Max if you would like to do that eventually. But you got plenty of time to do that. We're not doing the drawing until the very last stream of the month. I'm so sorry, but it looks like you're in a cookies and cream area. I'll allow it. And this looks like this is a little rock. This guy is going to be immediately extractable. Now I kind of want ice cream. That sounds good. Okay, we're at 30.97 out of 32 SCU. All of the other minerals at that little patch were actual full-on garbage. So we are not going to take the time to gather any of them. 31 SCU is fine. And it probably wouldn't be an efficient use of our time to gather trash. So, let's point ourselves towards a mining outpost, or a station that has mining capabilities. Like Arc L1 Wide Forest. And we're going to head that way. We are going to head that way if the game will give me a marker for it. If it pleases the crown, I'd like a quantum marker, please. Refinery station. Thank you. You know what? I had a long weekend, Caffeine. My brain is still a little tired. But it's all good. I've got a couple days left in the week. I might take a long weekend this weekend. Am I just missing it? Oh, there it is. It's doing the thing where it didn't show up around the edge of my map. I had to turn to face it. It's all good. Bloop. Where'd my Dr. Pepper go? There we go. Truly, the superior soft drink choice. Sadly, we are not sponsored by Dr. Pepper or anyone else, but Dr. Pepper Company. If you'd like to sponsor me, I am available. I am currently not taken by any other soft drink companies, so call me. All right. We could have upgraded the quantum drive before we did this. I think I do have some size 1 quantum drives we could have slapped in here, but it's all good. We can just hang out with each other during these little trips. We got about 15 minutes to an ad break. When we do that, we'll do a raffle when we come back, and then we do have a thought or quote of the day. But we're gonna have to wait for it. Let's see, what other news was there? They also released a monthly report. I haven't really dove into that much. I think there might be a summary posted on a Discord that I'm on. It's... I don't want to say underwhelming, but it seems like... Let's look. Okay, yeah, there's like general AI tech work, animation for some creatures. Really the stuff we really care about is core gameplay. The so-called core gameplay team. And it sounds like that was a lot of UI and then like overheat and engineering work, which is cool. For whatever reason, I know they're working on server meshing and stuff like that, but I don't think they talked about it a lot in this month's monthly report. Who knows why? Maybe because they have such good news that they're just going to blow us away with it. Like this weekend. I do know we've got... It might be an Evocati or it might be an early wave test, but I think we've got another... It's going to be a meshing plus a networking change test, and the rumor is that we're going to have 800 player servers again. And we'll see how stable it is. Alright, that was a silly 20-kilometer quantum. But I guess it beats flying there manually. So, we're going to come into... And one of the things, I was kind of thrown... I've done like one very small mining run just to see how things were functioning. One thing that threw me a little bit is you don't have to unload the mining boxes manually. Looks like there's some people here. Alright, let's see if we can get a hanger. Any hanger will do. Has it already been granted and I'm just not looking at the right spot? I'm not seeing it. Maybe I need to call them manually. I'm not even getting the "that request has already been granted" message. I wonder if my server is struggling. Oh, there we go. We got a hangar. Let's make our way over in that direction. Also, that guy's name is Roadrunner Meep Meep. That's a great name. Oh, we overshot that by more than a little bit. Right? That's a great name. Alright. Uh-oh. Magical space break saved me. Okay, we'll switch into SCM mode, let that slow us down. Still getting used to that double joystick life. Why does it... It seems like it always shudders a little bit now. When you enter a hangar, when you go through that air shield, I don't know if that's intentional. Like if someone thought that that was a cool effect, or if it's broken. Now, I do know for sure that it is probably not supposed to show me the water effect when I'm close to the ground in a hangar. That makes no sense. It also frightens me. Like, what about being in a hangar is making the graphics engine think that I'm over water? Hey, Stein, how's it going? Welcome on in. It is good. It is, I don't want to say successful because we haven't gotten that far. But it is, it's going. Alright, let's store our prospector. Also, you guys, if you're not following Steinbender, you should go ahead and do so. He is a newer streamer. He's been streaming some Star Citizen, been streaming some, Star Wars Outlaws, which has seemed pretty interesting. And he is also a member of the Better Creator Lab, which Papa Juggernaut runs, who is a altogether decent dude. Alright, so we got our prospector stored. And we are going to tell the nice people that we want to have everything on the prospector refined. Because we were looking for a station with refining, not mining. Thank you, caffeine. My brain is... I don't know. Brain is only sort of braining tonight. I'm hoping I can get another early night in and get some good sleep. I slept a solid 8 hours last night, which has been rare for me recently. My sleep has been weird and inconsistent. So if I could do that a second time, that would be optimal. Alright, let's see what these minerals are worth. Took a break from Outlaws today and tested salvage out. How was salvage? Alright, we've got 43k worth of materials. I don't know, I kind of refuse to take salvage seriously right now. With the Reclaimer being... Like, so the Reclaimer is the best salvage ship, right? But the Reclaimer is a complete bear to load cargo on or off of. Like, it's kind of wild. Yeah, the Vulture worked great. Yeah. I would imagine the Vulture is going to be... maybe not the best way to salvage right now. I could see the Reclaimer still being better per hour. But I think the Vulture just got a whole lot more convenient with the physicalization of cargo unloading and the additional work that comes with that. For sure. Alright. Back up to the Habs. And we will just let that refinery order sit there and chill. It does not need to do anything else. Reclaimer, I think the Reclaimer's always definitely better with a crew, although I have soloed it just to be weird. It's kind of fun to solo. It takes forever to do stuff, but if you get used to lining it up properly, it is, it's actually not so bad. And I imagine unloading it is probably also easier with a crew, but I still think for easy unloading, it needs to have some doors in the cargo area that open directly out to space, like on the side. There's just no reason not to have that. It's silliness. I mean, even if you think about like verisimilitude and does the ship make sense in the world, with the size of the boxes that it gives you, that elevator doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, the elevator is not super convenient with how much capacity the Reclaimer has. Either the elevator needs to get way bigger and get a cargo grid, or it needs a way to unload directly off the ship. And it would be okay even if it were higher up. Like, you could make it so there's doors that open, and the doors aren't very convenient in gravity, because you'd be worried about crushing someone to death on the ground. Although that would be kind of funny. But that doesn't seem like it really fits with an Aegis ship. That's more of a, possible falling crate death seems more like a Drake feature that hopefully we'll get with the Ironclad. Like, I'm definitely calling it now. With the way the Ironclad opens from the top, I am going to probably accidentally crush someone to death, or I'm going to get crushed to death whilst loading or unloading one. It just seems like it's got to happen. Alright, where's ArcCorp? There it is. And where were we last time? We were at Sal 2. Let's go to Spall 7 now. And we got an ad break. I'm awaiting my Zeus. Yep. I'm excited about the Zeus. I think I've got one pledged. It's cool. I'm not like, it's one of those I might melt it down for something else once I fly it. I'm not entirely which Zeus do you have pledged, Stein? I'm not entirely sure how practical it's going to be. As far as the exploration one, like, we don't have exploration gameplay yet, so they're releasing a ship with core features. Like, the core features aren't there. The CL, yeah, and the CL, I think it's going to be good for cargo, but there's so many cargo ships. Like, the Andromeda is a little bit less cargo, but is much tankier, and the Taurus is more cargo, but again, the Constellations have incredible tank and better turret coverage. I think I'm going to be the one crushed. It's likely. It's likely. Although, I'll be one of us is going to get crushed, Caffeine. It's inevitable. There's no sense in fighting it. But it's going to be hilarious when it happens, and if we're smart, which we usually aren't, but we might be that day, we will have a Nursa nearby. How about both? It could happen, yeah. If Empress is throwing boxes into the cargo bay, and she's not paying attention with the tractor beam, then yes, it could kill us both. We could both get taken out. But yeah, no, anyway, talking about the CL. Like, I don't know, I'm curious how well it's gonna fit. I might have both Iron Chads. Nice. I don't even have both. That's impressive. Didn't you CCU one of them? Have you completed that CCU, Caffeine? I think the Assault is potentially cool. I'm just not sure. Like, it sounds like it's gonna be a really good, like, ground assault ship. Other than, like, a very pre-staged org event, I'm not sure when those ground assaults are going to happen to make it practical. Nice, both one is complete. Yep. I bought the 1, and then I got a CCU to the Assault. Just a very small CCU. The CL will take over the role of the Freelancer Max. Yeah. A Centerev, of course you would. I could see the CL taking over for the Freelancer. I don't think so, and I could see the CL being better for cargo, because I don't think the CL has as many guns as the Freelancer. I could see the Freelancer still being better in a fight, which is okay. Like I like there to be some sort of balance, relatively. And I am generally of the opinion that even though the CL has better shields, okay, interesting. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Because I think it's size 2 components, they both are, but it might have more, I think it has more shields than the Freelancer. So maybe it will have more tank, and the Freelancer will be more of be better for dealing damage. Which direction are we heading? We'll head south. I think the Freelancer already doesn't have a place. I want you to be wrong, Caffeine. I don't think you are. I think the Freelancer is a series of solutions in search of a problem. I wish it was cooler than it was. Because, fun fact, the Freelancer is actually the ship that I originally pledged when I pledged for Star Citizen all the way back in the original Kickstarter. Because I am an OG backer. I believe that I'm backer number 70,000 something. Like, I'm in the first 100,000. Alright. It's telling me that there's... Oh, nope, those are crap rocks. Those are hand-mineable rocks, I think, or the little rock ones. And we want nothing to do with them. So, we will continue onwards in search of a better patch of minerals. Hey, now those rocks don't deserve that. They do. They do, actually. No, the Freelancer is... It doesn't hold enough cargo to be a cargo ship. I don't like the way it flies. I know that it's actually more potent than it looks like on paper for PvE missions, but the way you have to roll so intently in atmosphere to make it move at all is a pain. The Freelancer Max is just the same but fatter. And the Freelancer MIS is actually... I love the idea of the Freelancer MIS. The problem is that the bespoke missile launcher that gives the MIS so many missiles, the last time I tried one out, it fires those extra missiles at a super slow rate that is just painful. So it makes it impractical. If they just buffed the rate at which it fired missiles and maybe gave it a little something else, I could see the Freelancer MIS being... Yeah, the max is 120. Yeah, which is a decent amount of cargo. Alrighty. We have located some rocks. Let's see if these rocks are performant. And will tell us what their charge is. Also, we're having some weird graphical glitches. I don't know if you guys are seeing those flashes. If you are, that is not you hallucinating anything. Those are happening for me also. That's impossible. Let's go talk to this rock. Hello, other rock. Do you want to be friends? It's got Terranite, but it says it's impossible, and its mass is 12,000, so it probably actually is. Alright, let's try this one out. This one's only 4,000, and it's Beryl, which is crap. That is a garbage mineral. Alright, so... this was a bust. This patch of rocks is no good. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to land. Perfect landing. Perfect, very soft. So nice. Okay. And yeah, the rock said, we don't have time for your nonsense. We're going to take a quick little ad break. When we come back, we're going to do a raffle and give away some points that you can put towards the Cutlass Black or $100 Steam card giveaway. And you're not going to miss anything. We're going to leave the game paused. Or not paused, but just sitting here. And I'll be back in a couple minutes. I will see you guys then. Alright, we are almost back. If you can hear me, thank you so much for either subscribing or being a Twitch Prime user. Twitch Turbo. Twitch Turbo, that's what it's called. It's not Twitch Prime. Good lord. We got about 10 seconds left on this ad break, and then we'll get back to it. But we're gonna wait just so that everybody can be here. Alright, welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out during that ad break. I do appreciate it. I appreciate your patience. I know nobody likes ads, but we have to run them, or else Jeff Bezos will send me nasty emails. You are seriously on the struggle bus, Twitch Prime? I mean, I was close, right? Like, it was... Twitch Prime is still understandable as the special Twitch thing. Oh, shoot, Caffeine's joined. Nobody else has. You guys gotta be on the ball after these ad breaks, or else Caffeine's gonna take all the points and he's gonna win himself a fresh Cutlass Black. Which I think he might already own a Cutlass Black. Here's gonna give him an extra Cutlass Black, effectively. And then he can take that Cutlass and say, Nanner, nanner, I have 2 Cutlasses. Look at me. I am like a landed gentleman. And all of you one cutlass and no cutlass peasants have nothing on me. Oh man, I'll bet a Cinerev stepped away or something. She's normally fast on the raffles. She's gonna be real upset. Alright, let's switch to nav mode. Because these deposits are just not real close to each other. There we go, there's one 3 kilometers away. Alright, brake a little bit. Switch to mining mode. And let's go interrogate these rocks and see if any of them are willing to be useful to our mining endeavors. This says it's 100% inert materials. I know that's a lie. Steinbender, congratulations on winning 120 dinero. A winner is you. Okay, this one is actually a pretty good percentage of Bexelite. It's also 174 SCU, but it's 21,000 mass. No way in heck that we can ever break that with this vehicle. That might be a bit challenging even for a mole. This one is... we wouldn't even have to break it, but it's only aluminum. And aluminum is crap. Aluminum is not valuable. Weren't there 4 rocks? Where's the other one? Oh, it's right behind this one. I just went right past it. Alright, what are you? Identify yourself, please. Come on. Aluminum and gold. Well, gold's valuable. You know what? We're gonna take it. Especially because it is an easy rock. We don't even have to break out the fracturing laser. We can just skip right to extraction. Now let's take a look at this one. This one looks... it looks big, but it doesn't look as big as the first one. So maybe we've got a shot. It says it's easy, and it's filled with borace. Boo for borace. No one loves you, rock. You're garbage. We continue. South. Always south. Over what has been described by Super Whatever as the cookies and cream planet. Maybe someone was hungry when they were designing planets, because we already have a bacon planet. Bacon or cotton candy. With Crusader. And this one, yeah, with the black and white. It's like you got the white and then the creamy dark parts, and then cookie chunks with the black rocks. That is garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. Those were little rocks. We don't need rocks that little. And so we continue. But we do have a thought of the day. The thought of the day is actually a misquote. I did some research on it before starting the stream. And it's a slight misappropriation, maybe, I don't know, malapropism? Apropism? There's probably a word for it. Rephrasing of something from a Robert Frost poem. But the quote is, or the thought is, the only way out is through. And I kind of enjoy it. It was something I thought of today when things were just generally annoying me. I didn't want to deal with something, and I gave myself a little pep talk, and I think it contained that. It was like, Dan, these are things that must be done. They must be dealt with. And dealing with it faster is really the only way to make it go away faster. waiting will not make it better. And so we did, after we had that little self-talk. The only way out is through? Yeah. So I think it, like, entered... I don't know, I'd have to do some more research. I think it definitely entered sort of the public consciousness with Frost, because, I mean, he predates Into the Woods. But I'm curious how quickly it turned into the only way out is through. Or did it get popularized as the only way out is through in Into the Woods? More research would need to be done. Also, Into the Woods is a solid musical. Festonite. Why? Why are these rocks bad? Why can't I have nice things? Oh my lord, Hephaestonite. What is it with this deposit in Hephaestonite? They're all rife with it. My bird is making kissy noises at me. It's very cute. What's not cute is that I've been trying for upwards of a week now to catch her on video, or even microphone, making her... She does this really cute thing where she makes kissy noises. And she won't do it if she knows she's being recorded. What mining loadout do I have? I have... You have retrieved your prospector. Good luck with your mining loadout, sir. I did not, I have not customized anything yet. I'm broke. I lost all my money on an unfortunate diamond run. So we're just doing the default Arbor laser. Which is okay. I like running the stock loadout on things from time to time. I can't break this rock. And of course it has Bexelite. 91 frickin' thousand mass. With the mining revamp, the Arbor laser did get better. I have loadouts that I prefer to that. I generally prefer to take a more powerful laser. So that I can get bigger rocks. I just haven't quite gotten up to that amount of money in this patch. Yeah, that rock was not going to happen. And it was decent. It was a decent amount of Bexelite. If I were in a crude mole, you know, it wouldn't be half bad. But I wasn't in a crude mole. And I wasn't even in a prospector with any fancy gadgets or anything else. I was in the stock prospector. Just doing stock prospector things. Alright, this one's a kilometer away. Where is it? Nope, those are bad rocks. Those are itty-bitty rocks. They are beneath our notice and our time. Maybe 2 moles. Yeah, it was a really big rock. Maybe 1 mole if gadgets worked, but I've heard that gadgets are still bugged. The doohickeys that you can stick onto the rocks, I've heard that they are not working properly still. Which is kind of a bummer, but such is life. Such is Star Citizen some days. I do enjoy the gadgets. It's a fun way to switch up the gameplay. You know, especially if you're doing something like solo prospector mining or solo mole mining. Forcing the player to consider whether or not they should get out of the seat to apply a gadget is a fun little touch. Where it's not as fun a touch is when you're in the Aaron Halo and you're trying to get in and out of a mole. The mole is weirdly hard to get in and out of. Because you're going up through the bottom into the gravity. So it's really, mining needs a complete rework. I think the concepts are good. I think it needs, like, gadgets need fixed. And then, like, we've got these mining bags. And the prospector, if you look at its spec sheet, has 16 of these bags. Now, you're probably saying there's 4 there, but it's supposed to have 16 total, and you're supposed to be able to fill them up and then detach them. So if you have friends, that could be a way that you multi-crew a prospector. You fill up the bags, and then your friend in I think even a smaller cargo ship like a Cutlass Black could take a prospector's load, and they could haul it off to be refined. I think mining will get a lot better once that can happen, because that sounds like it'll be fun to do with an org, or with an organized group of players. Because your prospector or your mole can stay out in the field for longer. If the prospector has enough... nothing showed up when I went by that, but okay, whatever. We'll go to the next one. The bags, they might be, yeah. But like a relatively smaller cargo, like an Andromeda, or I don't know, they might fit in a C1. There's some things that fit in a C1 that I think might not fit in the Cuddy. You almost need it, really, for a prospector's bags? I'm not sure about that, but I've never tried to unload them, mostly because there's not much of a point. Because there's not much incentive for unpacking them from a ship and, like, taking them on another ship. Tungsten and gold and impossible. We're gonna verify. That one's 32,000. I'm sure... Yeah, this will not work. This will do nothing. They're big. Okay. Maybe they're bigger than they look. Alright, we continue. We continue onward. Just generally going south, and in this case, I swapped them for mole bags. Oh, okay. So you've done it before, yeah. I've never swapped them with mole bags. I don't know. I know you get way more capacity. I wouldn't say it's like a bad exploit, I just didn't... The thing with Star Citizen is I've pledged for too many ships, so I don't have always an overwhelming reason to make money. So that little extra bit of efficiency doesn't really help me that much, like, just doesn't, yeah, it doesn't work currently. Well, I mean, it shouldn't work. You shouldn't be able to just swap the mole bags onto it, because otherwise, why would it come with the bags that it has? Why wouldn't it come with mole bags all the time? Also, the prospector will eventually need to, like, because it'll carry 16... of the bags that it's supposed to come with. So it would make sense that, like, it has to use those bags. Holy moly, welcome on in, Rev. How's it going? We're back at it with the mining again. So far, it's worked okay. Mining works better than trading in 3.24. Sucking at Rocket League, hey. Sucking at Rocket League is the first step to being sort of okay at Rocket League, so... Right, it's funny that mining is working better than cargo in a patch that is called Cargo Empires. But, whatever. At least it works. At least we have a stable industrial profession. After 2 years, I think it's just permanent suck. I don't have the reaction speed. That's fair. I don't know. I assume because Rocket League is so e-sporting, that there's some sort of practice. Have you ever tried, like, looking up... Because, like, with a shooter, you have aim training. It's pretty basic, but... With aim trainers, they have practice modes. I'm sure somebody's thought of a routine. I suck there, too. That's fair. I tried some aim trainers for a while when I was trying to be like the cool kids and just learn, just to get, like, passable at Apex. And I never did get that far. I don't know, dude, I've known some 35 to 40-year-old Rocket League players that sit in the top tier. Oh, well, way to be mean to Rev, Caffeine. Just take that excuse from him. Hey, Rev, just so you know, Caffeine wants you to know that your Rocket League problems are specifically because you're bad, and no other reason. No other reason. Oh. Holy cow, why is there nothing around here? Hello. If it pleases the crown, I would like to find one more deposit of minerals, maybe, before I call it a night. Like, that'd be cool. You know, we're out here for mining. Did I just turn around? Oh, I did! I think I just crossed a pole or something? Yeah, I was going south. Shit. Okay, so I guess now I need to point at the 0? And I'll just eventually loop around the planet? Yeah, I was going south, and now I'm going north. Yeah, that's how that works. That's how compasses work. Hey, welcome back, Lee. Thanks for coming back. Hope your day